Hey everyone, welcome back to more Gone Home. Got through exploring this living room area location. Make our way down the hall here. Keep exploring and looking around. Got this old school eraser. Squishmaster. What did it say this was? Bunch of coupons. Something tortilla chips. Store. Okay. Pamphlet. United States Department of Agriculture, U.S. National Forestry Manual, Northwest Region. Prescribed. Burn procedures and precautions. Use National Forestry Manual, Northwest Region, prescribe burn procedures. Yep. Because her mother worked for the forestry department. And if you have an interest in the forestry and stuff like that, Outlook Towers, Firewatch Towers to be specific, you can check out my playlist for the game Firewatch that I've played. It's another walking simulator, actually. Check that out if you're into that. It's kind of related to that. All right, let's go here. It's a big area. Very large area. I do apologize for the lag stutter. It's just the way the game is. I see piano keys. I'm not sure what the rest of this is. It's kind of hard to make out. Kind of looks like a coffee cup, but not really. Wow. Look at all these records. So the other room was the book room, library, and this is the music room. Dave Brubeck Quartet. Let's turn some lights on here. Alright, let's look this up. Let's see if this is a real thing. I'm going to look up on Google. Dave B-R-U B-E-C-K Quartet. Yeah, it's for real. 1951, Brubeck formed the Dave Brubeck Quartet, which kept its name despite shifting personnel. The most successful and prolific lineup of the quartet was the one between 1958 and 1968. The lineup, in addition to Brubeck, featured saxophonist Paul Desmond, bassist Eugene Wright, and drummer Joe Morello. What kind of music are they? Jazz? Instruments, piano. Jazz, cool jazz, West Coast jazz. Yeah. And Dave Brubeck died. He was born in 1920 in California, and he died in 2012 in Connecticut. Okay. It's probably good stuff. Just wanted to see if it was actually legit. Or if it was made up for the game. But this kind of game, everything's probably legit. Read assignment. Reproductive System Worksheet 6. Reproductive System. Name Samantha Greenbrier. Date 9/9/94. Directions: below are 2 stories. The events are all out of order. Get a sheet of lined paper, write reproductive system worksheet number 6 at the top. Then choose one of the two stories, A or B, and rewrite it. Begin with the title and your name. Find a topic sentence to begin your paragraph. Put the sentences in chronological order. Make sure the last sentence is a good concluding statement. A. The menstrual cycle. It travels through the fallopian tube. The ovary releases the ovum. About 2 weeks later, since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the blank. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. If the egg doesn't meet a sperm, it dissolves. While the ovum is developing, the lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. An ovum starts to develop. B. I am produced in the testicles. I go from the vas deferens to the urethra, the life of sperm cell. I go through the cervix and the uterus and into the fallopian tubes in search of an egg cell. I develop for 2 or 3 months in the epididymis. When the blank becomes blank, I leave the epididymis and travel up into the body through the vas deferens. As I pass the prostrate gland, the seminal vesicles, and the Cowper's glands, fluids are added to that. I can live longer and swim more easily. Without me, an egg cell couldn't begin the amazing process of reproduction. The urethra carries me along with about 200 million other sperm out of the blank in a process called blank. If I can find the ovum before the other sperm do, I will be the winner, part of a fertilized egg. Very interesting stuff here. Okay, this is all the same thing written. Okay. The Menstrual Cycle, a novel, or a novella. Okay, there is more here. Okay, yeah, we got to read this next part. It's not the same, it's different. The Menstrual Cycle, a novella. The early morning of September 1st, 1939, Essa Glatz stares out the window of the train as it travels from, it says TFROM, from Vienna back to her home village of Waylan in Poland. As the train rumbles along and the sun rises over the court side, she can only think of her dear Borislav, the boy she is engaged to wed. Meanwhile, deep within her guts, an ovum starts to develop. Elsa's train approaches its destination. Her heart races. The lining of the uterus is getting thick and soft. These are very strange sentences to tie together. As Elsa steps off the train, her eyes dart quickly across the gathered crowd. Then there, her dear Boris, still in his baker's smock. He must have dropped his early morning duties at his father's shop to come meet her. Her heart skips a beat. The ovary releases the ovum. It travels through the fallopian tube. Over the wheezing of steam engines, a deep hum grows. It's coming from the sky. Dark shadows pass over the station, a whistling sound. Essa, her thoughts only a second faster than the bombs, reaches out towards her dear. In the assault by German forces, almost 75% of the people in her hometown are killed. The rest, including Elsa and, for a time, Borislav, huddled in a half-destroyed church. He is blind, his legs are missing, bandaged with torn bedsheets. Elsa's egg will not be meeting a sperm, it dissolves. About 2 weeks later, Boris loses his grip on life. Essa has given up her rations to keep Boris alive, but in the end, nothing can save him. Since the lining of the uterus is not needed for a pregnancy, it comes out through the blank. Essa vows to survive. She sets off to join the Polish resistance as a daring spy and saboteur. Another ovum starts to develop in one of the ovaries, and the process begins again. It is incredible how the female body knows how to prepare for pregnancy. See me. That is epic. So this is what she was given, to write about. This is what she wrote. And for her health class. And her teacher wrote "See Me." And she incorporated in this, war story of, death and horrible things. That's awesome. There's a guitar with wings on it. Dr. Jitters. World history. Egypt. I have a friend, I call him a friend, I guess, acquaintance that lives nearby me here, and he recently went to Egypt. He showed me a bunch of pictures on his phone. It's pretty sweet. He physically went there. Okay. Glass. Open cover. Play a record. What do we got on here? Got a Need for You. Adrian Rolini. Something record. I'll try to play it. Probably get copyright claimed.
Somehow I always knew that someday we'd be through. Now that it's happened, I just can't believe it's true. I've done the best I could to keep from feeling blue. Can't get you off my mind. What am I gonna
Voodoo, mildew, and shandu.
Why, Daddy, I didn't know you were.
I'm right here looking at you, honey. If it ain't me, it's my shadow.
Do you think I sent you far away
I ain't been nowhere.
from me? I thought you'd stay away from me.
Trying to cut
But
me.
hopelessly you got me down. You left your voodoo all around.
I left my trunk in town.
I got a need for you.
Yeah.
Thought I killed the craze.
Okay. Hopefully I can keep that in. That was pretty awesome, actually. Let it play a little while, but I didn't want to let it play too long, because if I end up having to mute it, then I'll just be standing there looking at it. You never know what you can get away with playing in these video games nowadays. There's some shot glasses. More copies of Dad's book. From the desk of Donald Phipps, publisher, Mercury Book Inc., March 8th, 1976, to Mr. Terence Greenbrier. I write to inform you that, unfortunately, Mercury Books will be unable to publish your follow-up to The Accidental Pariah, despite the low sales of The Accidental Savior. We went ahead with publication of the second book in hopes of the John Russell series catching on. However, sales of the second book have in fact been lower than those of the first, and so our stewardship of the series must end here. It's been a pleasure working as your publisher, and we wish you and John Russell, I don't know why that went away, the best in your future endeavors. Sincerely, Donald Phipps. Yeah, I don't know why the text, it's like it was on a timer. Okay. So more Irish whiskey. So let's get out here in the light. Some vodka, triple distilled. Government warning. According to the Surgeon General, women should not drink alcohol beverages during pregnancy because of the risk of birth defects. Consumption of alcohol beverages impairs your ability to drive a car or operate machinery. Distilled from grain. Very nice. More Dr. Jitters and orange soda. As generic as it gets. Another vodka bottle. No pool table. You need a pool table in here for sure. There's no reason for that, you know. Got plenty of room. Is this openable? Nope. Alright. Wow, more records. There's the original book. The Accidental Savior. Neither one of them did well, apparently. It's a letter. Yeah, the text is not working now for some reason.
When you live in one place your whole life, your next door neighbor is kind of like your default friend. And Daniel only got weirder over the years. So moving away has been a good excuse to, like, not see him anymore. But he did always have the good Nintendo games. Maybe I'll give him a call.
Default friends. I want to see if I can fix this, because it's not showing the text. Let's go in here, turn the setting off, and then turn it back on. Nope. Alright, let's do a save and quit to menu. Then we'll resume. Let the game load in. Make sure the option is still on. Okay. Nope, it's just broken right now for some reason. Okay, now I can see it. Samantha, please give this to your mother. Janice, thank you for having Danny over to your new home. He has missed having his friend Samantha in the neighborhood very much. Danny asked if he could lend Samantha his Nintendo Street Fighting tape, and I gave my permission. He needs to spend less time with those games anyway. No hurry returning it. Let Samantha know that she is welcome back to our house to visit anytime. Sincerely, Mary Schultz. Nintendo Street Fighting tape. They're definitely talking about Street Fighter 2 and cartridge, not tape. That's what they mean. Please give this to your mother. Okay, we're all good here. Wow, more copies of the books. So, wow, all these are books. So unfortunately our father's books didn't sell very well. I'm sure he's down and out about that. That was interesting. Not sure what made that noise. Alright. I don't think there's much else to do in here. This lamp doesn't work. Alright. Check around the corner here. Is there an attic? Nope. Katie, please tell Mom and Dad sorry about the stuff that's missing. Sam. Okay. This cursor you're seeing, by the way, is just my Windows cursor. It's not what the game cursor looks like. Got a die. More of those 25 off cent coupons. Okay, what's in the drawers? Yeah, these ones that are handwritten like this, I'm going to try to just read. Hi, Lionel, or Lonnie. So if you wanted to come over to my house still this afternoon, that would be cool. I can drive. It's kind of far, but I can drive you home too, so hopefully that's fine. Right back and leave this in my locker if you still want to, and we can meet in the parking lot after 6th period. Samantha, yeah, I am totally in. See you there. Then I'm going to kick your butt. Get ready. L. U. Hadouken. So that's her name. Lonnie. There we go. Another note.
So you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men? Yeah, turns out it applies to Street Fighter too. At least I worked up the courage to walk into the 7-Eleven and ask for a turn, but all that practice at home did not exactly translate in the wild. So after I was finished getting my butt kicked, I followed them outside while they smoked. And that was when she asked me if I was that psycho house girl. But then she said she's always really wanted to see the psycho house. Her name is Lonnie. She's coming over tomorrow.
Right. This Lonnie chick. I was trying to find the picture. I forget where we saw it. I don't think it was in here. Here it was. Yeah, it was in here. So this is Lonnie DeSoto. The girl in the army uniform. Okay. Just wanted to put that together with the picture again. L for Lonnie. So yeah, they're going to get together and play some Street Fighter 2. Anything else in this drawer? Nope. Just 2 lonely highlighters. Okay. Another note. Katie, please, whatever you found, don't tell Mom and Dad. The attic. Okay, there is an attic somewhere. Don't tell Mom and Dad. Okay, we're locked up. Okay, all we can do is go back. There's an upstairs that we have not gone to yet. Done pretty much everything else. I reloaded my save. Definitely turned the fan off. Because it was running before. That's okay. Alright. This was the library. We looked at everything over here. So yeah, it looks like it's time to go upstairs. Yeah, I haven't been looking at the map at all, but it's slowly filling out. So there's a basement. Is where that leads. These are all the journals we've collected so far. Up to October 2nd. So I recall this door was locked. Yep, okay, let's go upstairs. Huh, weird little wallpaper thing there. Really wants me to look at the map. Controlled burn scheduled for Boone County. Plumes of smoke will rise above the northeastern region of Boone County over the better part of the next week as part of a Forestry Service run controlled burn of overgrown sections of the Flintlock National Flintlock National Forest. Okay, what's that highlighted part say? Janus, Greenbrier. So they're doing a controlled burn. We've seen these cards before. Can't quite put these back. Very nice. Okay. No light switch. There it is. Probably not a good idea to cover that up with the rug. Needs to ventilate. It's a nice looking leopard comb or whatever. Weekly planner. Yeah, see this cursive, man, that's pretty rough to read. Monday, couples bowling. Wednesday, cooking class, take apron. Friday, ballroom dancing. Monday, couples bowling. Wednesday, cooking class. Friday, ballroom dancing. Wednesday, cooking class. Friday, ballroom dancing. Cook the big meal for Terry and Sam. Very nice. Personal calendar. Notice of temporary personnel transfer. Bruce Pendleton, head of personnel, State Forestry Service. To aid in the upcoming prescribed burn operation, a ranger with expertise in the procedure is being transferred to the station at Flintlock National Forest. Effective 9/2/94. Please see attached personnel file. The overseeing officer at Flintlock Forestry Station, Senior Conservationist Janice Greenbrier, is charged with the supervision of transferred personnel. The duration of transfer will be based upon performance evaluation as well as the recommendation of the overseeing officer. Signed, Bruce Pendleton, 8/4/94. Okay. All right. Pick up cassette. Just the case. Let's look at it in the light. Did I drop it? No. For Sam, Bratmobile, Potty Mouth, Love Thing. Okay, Love Thing, Stab, Cherry Bomb, Throwaway, PRDCT, Somb, I don't know what that says. Samba Skull, F Your Fans, Polaroid Baby, Panic, Bitch Theme, Richard, Cole Schmoll, Just Wanna, Kiss and Ride, No, can't read that one. Veiny, can't read all of them.
It's weird hanging out with girls. Daniel was around ever since I was little, and other girls? I don't know. But being around Lonnie is like instantly just right. I gave her the grand Psycho House tour and took my revenge on Super Nintendo. And it was like, I don't know, I finally found someone I feel normal around. I drove her home and she gave me this tape and said, "You have got to listen to this." I haven't stopped playing it since.
Hanging out with girls. Okay. Very cool. Caution, radiation area, keep out. Of course, we're going to go in. Let's look at this first. Daniel called. Daniel called again. He wants his Nintendo game back. Sam, stop leaving every damn light in the house on. You're as bad as your sister. Yeah, I'm leaving every light on too. Read sternly worded letter. Let me just try to read it on the wall here. To whom it may concern, I, Samantha Greenbrier, am 17 years old and am therefore an independent, fully functional human being. The fact that you still forbid me from going into the city on my own is frankly absurd, compared with Katie, who is only 3 years older than me, and yet you allowed her to go all the way across an ocean to another continent on her own. I just want to spend an evening in a normal, totally safe city on my own, like a human being. And since you may also remember that I have my own car now, you can't really stop me. Warmest regards, your daughter, Samantha. Okay. Okay. Alright guys, we will stop this video here. Got another whole area here to look at. We will enter caution radiation room in the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you there. Bye.